You're watching Garage TV, that unexplainable passion for motoring. Garage TV HD.
This is Lexus' answer to the M3. The M3 is pretty much perfect at everything it does. This one is sort of the new breed. It's been with us for 5 years, but it's been much improved. Other things about it is that if you remember back in the day, back in 2007 when it came out, well, the suspension was a bit hard and everyone complained about it. Nowadays, what they've done with it, they sort of fitted bigger dampers to make it better. It's much more comfortable on the road, and it still works when you're on the track having fun and doing everything you want. Other things they've done to it, the strengthening bars are thicker, and they've put a new electronic steering cap, so things have become even better. And over there, right in the back, there's an even better electronic differential. So things have gone out of their way to become better. The looks remain the same. You still have the fake exhaust tips all the way at the end, but the Brembo brakes have become even better with time. Let's talk about the engine though, because right in here is where things have changed. Here's a couple of the changes we get down here. There's more plastic. That's it. You still get the same 5-liter V8 you got before, and the same 416 horsepower, and the same 371 foot-pounds of torque. The block is better. It's still the same, but it's still lightweight. It's still awesome. And thinking of the fact that this is a Lexus with 416 horsepower, that's just mind-boggling. The M3, though, has 419 horsepower. To tell you how strong this engine is, over there, pretty much everywhere else in the world, you can go up to 185 miles an hour, or Lexus says this car will go up to 185 miles an hour. They had to limit that for American use because police cars can only do about 175 miles an hour. So in this state, you can only get up to 168 miles an hour. So imagine that. It's powerful, it handles well, and it does things correctly. Other great things about the ISF is that the BMW is much more of a race car. It's more precise at everything it does. This weighing 2 tons, it's not so precise, but it is like a GT car, it is a cruiser. But you do have 4 doors, which means you can fit people in the back. The M3, you can get people in the back, but they're gonna be a bit crouched. In here, not so much. Other things, the sitting position is just excellent. You can sit pretty much lower down just like you would do in a GT car, but you get all the visibility in the world. It's still very comfortable. The steering was changed to electronic steering, like I said, so that feels a little bit lighter than usual. But that's fine. I mean, you have a GT car, you want to feel like you have all the power in the world and just driving about like nothing's happening. Other things, well, the interior is sort of like the IS 250, sort of the normal one, except the sports factor is off the roof. In front of you, you have a tachometer telling you the RPMs you're doing. And then on the side, in a small scale, you have the speedometer. So this, you know, is sort of sporty as hell. Other things about it, the leather is just normal. It just comes with the car as you would ask for it. Another good thing about it is that they've added this year is you can actually update your Facebook as you're driving about. Other things, well, you can listen to the Elvis Duran show on Y100. You have iHeartRadio. Pretty much all of those things are memorized. This car with its computer memorizes all the things you like and it plays them for you as you're driving about. The air conditioning is amazing. This being a Lexus is gonna last forever. And the 416 horsepower is just amazing. All right, so we're driving the only gearbox you get in this car is an 8-speed gearbox. You know what 8 speeds mean? You stay on the power longer, which means you can get up to higher speeds quickly. It also means that you get fuel economy from it, which means you're getting 23 miles to the gallon. I think that's a great thing for a 5-liter V8. As you're driving about, you're gonna feel like you're just cruising down the road. what they've done with the suspension really helped out. I'm actually astonished that with the low profile tires, fixing the suspension, the dampers, the way it used to go up and down, that made it all the way better. And I absolutely love that about it. Other things, like I said, the sitting position is amazing. Everything's right where you want it. The buttons in the steering wheel pretty much do anything you need them to do, from change the radio, talk on the phone, even, like I said, update your Facebook status. Traction control can be turned completely off, which is always a good thing when you have a lot of power in rear wheel drive. And the electronic steering really makes no difference. It's just a little bit lighter. And the automatic gearbox, it's actually brilliant. Like I said, it shifts well, but when you're in just drive, turn the sport off, it settles down. Doesn't make all that much noise anymore. And having 4 exhausts out just back of you makes a lot of noise, but in here, it's so quiet. Air conditioning is cool because today is not a cold day. Everything you want is just where you need it. You can play with the air conditioning. If there is a drawback, is that the air conditioning is powered by the same screen that the navigation system is powered by. So sometimes you know where you're going, but if you feel a little bit hot, you're gonna have to take that away so that you can pretty much set up your air conditioning system. And for those few seconds, you're not gonna know where you're going. So you might miss a turn. Just letting you know, just in case. But aside from that, this is a great vehicle. It's not an M3, which is the one I'd have, because I'm more of a sporty kind of guy, but for long trips, this is the way to go. And the price range isn't that far away from the M3. This is $62,000. And if you want all the optional extras that you can get, it's gonna be about $65,000, which doesn't bring the price that high up. You only get about $3,000 difference. Honestly, this could be the bargain of the century just because it comes at a well-balanced price and it keeps staying that way. All you're really paying for is the extra speakers, which are really good, by the way. I have those in this car, which is the top of the line model, and the Facebook status thing. That's it. If you're not happy with that, I don't know what can make you happy. This technology world. Well, that's basically all you need to know about this car. The other details are just that it's a Lexus, and it's a really, really good Lexus based for younger people. Well, I'm gonna enjoy my drive. Thanks very much for watching. This is Sebastian Benzoni.
You're watching Garage TV, that unexplainable passion for motoring. Garage TV HD.